Hello. Welcome gamers. It's Tuesday. Okay. Today I'm going to draw. I'm gonna do an animation of Pomu Rain Puff. Let me welcome some people though as I start the stream. Welcome Hamflo, welcome Snakarako, welcome Nova, welcome Hamp, welcome Z Contacts, no problem. Thank you Namai for the 22 months. Stream elements. Potato, Toaster, Deffins, Tuna Fish. That's everyone, right? That's everyone. Duck as well, Michael. Okay, let me go to my redeems page so that your fried egg is there. Welcome, Escapade. We go here, we load it. It's loading. There's the fried egg. It also feels like this window is smaller than usual. Why is that? Why is this? Why is it out there resizing itself? This. There we go. Right here. Right there. That's there. Welcome Nutritious as well. Okay, so anyway, as you may know, Pomu Rain Puff is graduating, and I am going to draw second animation. I had one earlier, and it was like, you know, she was dancing. I was like, what if I make another one? Also, welcome Royal ZK. And I have some vague ideas for what this will be. I've not started on it, but I will do so this stream. So I can't seem to tell what the size of the brush is. Also, where's the music? Where's the music? The music just stopped. It's weird. Here, this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. White woman will go even further beyond. No. How could she go? Why would she even go? Okay, I'm adding an image. This will be the previous one that I drew. This one, which will be loaded soon. As soon as I can find the file. Also, wait, I also drew something for today. You know, the thing I do on streams, before stream, when I just draw a thing. This is what I drew for today. It's me with the mustache and the beret. Welcome, Slime Molder. And I am drawing. Okay, so this one can go, this one can go over here. This one can go over here. Oops. Yeah, so pro. Right there, right there. And then I'm gonna add the Pomu one. The previous one that I drew. The one where she's dancing. Let's see, where is it? It's in the animations folder. It is in this one. This one. And then this one. I think it's lagging my computer. I think it's the GIF is too high resolution. See, when I save these, they're like 1000 by 1000. And there are quite a few frames. And it may be killing my computer. You know what? Let's not have this on screen. This is too much. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll have this here. We'll put this right over here. Right over there. Right over here. Right over here. What about if it was over here? Just there in the chat, dancing behind you. Yeah, was that Orange Justice? What is that? Rotomo 2? It could be anyone. Could be someone I don't even know. Alright, so today's drawing. Hopefully, the thing that I'm using to cast to my Mac does not disconnect. But if it does, feel free to tell me so that I can reconnect. I think they should have a thing that gives me like a pop-up. You know, a thing that says, hey, you've disconnected. I don't know, I think that'd be cool. Okay, so this drawing, it'll be... Whoops. Hold on, what is the size of this brush? There it is. It'll be 18 pixels. If Pomu's dancing up there, you can see it. And I think that's cool. This one, I'm gonna have her sitting, right? She's gonna sit. Actually, the one this okay, this size seems kind of small. What about this? She will be here, sitting, right? This is not the exact drawing. This is like a sketch. I normally don't sketch when I draw these. I normally just do it. But I think it's good to sketch. Okay, so she's gonna be sitting, right? And you know she has the mascot called the Pomudachi. It represents the chat. Well, there could be a Pomudachi. And she could be petting the Pomudachi. Could be like this. It's got the leaf thing, you know. And then, you know, just that's the animation. Got a spinning chair. And they'll both be happy. Be like this. I probably won't finish it on stream today, but I will at least start. And it will be kind of like slow, you know. Normally my animations are really like high frame rate, 24 frames per second. This one maybe it will be slightly slower. Okay, so this is here. VTuber mascots. What's the best VTuber mascot? Is there even such a thing? Would you have a VTuber mascot? VTubers out here, do you have mascots? Choco J Dog is a good mascot though. I would say that is one of the best ones. This is here. Oh yeah, Takodachi, also very iconic. I think perhaps of all of Holo Ian, Takodachi is probably the most iconic. Also welcome Marik. It's either Marik or Mr. Eek. I don't know. Can Genie be his own mascot? What is Genie's mascot? Because I feel like I've seen that nose thing in a post that was unrelated to Genie. I was just like browsing YouTube and I saw Genie, like the nose guy from Genie A1. I thought it was his original character. But apparently it is an existing thing. I didn't even know. It's a Berserk thing? I had no idea. Those guy is from Demon Slayer? I thought it was Genie. See, me as someone who has never seen the original content, I thought it was him. Is it true mascot? Choco J Dog for real? It's in 2 frames? Is there a name for it? Is there something I could use to look it up? Because I saw it on YouTube and I was like, whoa, what the heck? This is Genie A1, but it's not. It's some other thing. Nose creature. It is Berserk. What could be a cute wolf mascot? Maybe fish. Fish could be one. Perhaps. Possibly. Welcome, Zully. The Schnoz Berserk. Okay. Well, now I know. Because I was very confused. I did not realize It was not his OC. But you know, in my mind, when I see that nose thing, it is GTA1. He has now reclaimed it for himself. Also, welcome Choco. The fish. The wolf fish. Okay, and as you know, Pomu, she's got this thing. Wait, am I streaming on YouTube? Hold on. Sometimes I forget to actually start streaming on YouTube. No, I am streaming. Okay. It says, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such viewers will experience buffering. What? It looks fine to me. You know, I've never actually checked my YouTube VODs. I've been like streaming, I've been like dual streaming from Twitch to YouTube, but I never actually checked the YouTube VOD to make sure it's actually like good. I should probably do that. Like what if like the past 2 weeks have just been not working? What if the video quality is unwatchable? The audio is important. Yeah, but like, what if the audio is choppy? If fish mascot does mean easy baited. Don't know. Anyway, we got the video, you know. Oh, it has already disconnected. I'm zooming in and out on my iPad and you don't even see it on the screen. What's going on? Why does it do that? Here, I've reconnected. It is now here. It should work. Welcome Algernon. C. Swinburne. I think it's fine. Okay, then you got the headband, right? The bow. The classic Pomu bow. And as I've explained in previous streams, did you know that Pomu's bow, it goes like this? Okay, notice the shape, notice the curvature. It is distinct from this. Look at how this goes up. You don't want this to go up. Also, it seems like my iPad is disconnected again. I don't know why this keeps happening. Welcome Chaos Ryan. Today is a sad day. Why? What happened? There we go. We've reconnected. See this? The line curvature. Okay, it goes this way. Not this way. Now, I used to draw it this way. And I've learned that it's wrong. It's not accurate at all. Welcome Probs Not Jack as well. I noticed the details, okay? Also, she has brought it up on stream. She has brought up specifically that, you know, other characters tend to have it like this. And I used to do that as well. And she was like, you know how in Aikatsu, Ichigo has the bow like this? Well, Pomu's bow is not like that. I'm Pomu. You're Pomu. We're all Pomu. Okay, and then it goes this way. Similarly, it has the similar scope. And by scope, I mean slope. I don't know why I said scope. Sometimes we're out here saying words, and they're not even the valid words. They're not even, they're like different words. Welcome Toshidaru. Okay, and then you got this. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a decent Tuesday. Welcome Gosher. A decent Tuesday. It snowed yesterday. Last night, as I was going to bed, I looked outside and I was like, wow, it's really bright outside. And then it turns out it was snowing. And there's snow outside. It's kind of nice. And now we're here on Tuesday. The usual Tuesday. I think it's gonna rain also, which makes it kind of bad. Like, you know, it's fine when it snows, but then if it rains right after it snows, then you get ice outside. It's not great. Yeah, I saw Mel was terminated. I've not really watched her stream, so I don't really know too much. But that is a thing that happened. It's very sudden. Finally warmed up over here. Has it snowed over there in Colorado? 38 degrees, that's Fahrenheit. Friday will be a terrible day for rain. Yeah, pomu. Was the snow light or was it snowing furiously? I don't think it's that. I don't think the snow was that heavy. At least when I checked the app for like weather alerts, there wasn't any like, you know, big notification. You gotta, you know, snow warning. It was just like, hey, it's snowing. Just so you're aware. Also, thank you, Stream Elements. Welcome. Ice rain. And a tiny bit of slush, light snow. It's all melted by now. It's been cold. It is colder recently. Since it snowed, I can feel it slightly colder. You know, that's when you know it's really winter now. It's for real winter. Definitely for real. But we gotta live with it. 2024, the year of winter. Winter will last all year. Welcome, Jurgen. At least you don't have to shovel the snow. You don't know that. What if I do have to shovel the snow? What if that is a thing that I do have to do? Didn't Pomu was die? No, she's still alive. Until Friday. Schools are closed tomorrow because of expected weather. Dang. That weather's out there. Isn't weather always expected though? Wait, that's not true. You're always expecting some kind of weather. Now whether it's good or bad weather, I don't know. But I am always expecting weather. Imagine if there was no weather. Imagine if there was neither good nor bad weather. And we just lived in a void. Sadly, I'm 28 and not going to school anymore. Is that sad though? Does anyone here miss going to school? Because I don't. As soon as I finished school, I was like, thank God. Never have to deal with tests again. No more projects I have to work on. No more studying. Welcome, Onyx Tail. See, exactly. But Pomu's going back to school, though. If she is going back to school, she'll have to deal with all that stuff. I miss going to my humanities class, good old Japanese, or any language class. Yeah. I took 1 semester of Japanese when I was in college. That was fun, but I also like kind of knew most of it. A lot of the stuff they taught there, I already knew. Because I watch anime. I'd probably not mind if I get my issues under control, but I cannot sit through a lecture anymore. Yeah. To sit in one place would just be, it's kind of annoying. I think like nowadays, some classes, they're like on Zoom. But they require the attendees to have their cameras on the whole time. Oh, it disconnected. Dang it. It keeps doing this. Let me reconnect. There, we're back. I feel like it's been getting worse. I feel like learning languages in school is almost pointless. It feels very ineffective. I mean, I feel like nowadays there are a lot of resources online to learn if you want to. But I think a lot of the time it's like, It's the being able to speak it and having someone like judge your pronunciation. Because like if you're just taking online courses, there's not as much chance for like someone to be like, oh, you're actually saying it wrong. Whereas if you're doing it in purpose or like in person, then they can tell you. Did I learn something in my Japanese class? I guess I did learn something. Like, although I knew like hiragana and katakana, I didn't really know any grammar. So I learned a bit Brook as well. After 2 years of lectures on 2x and standing up when I need to, going slow and sitting down is outright impossible. Exactly. See, you understand 2x speed. People out here make fun of me for watching videos at 2x speed. But it is so much more efficient to do it that way. You save so much time. See, just print out a photo of yourself looking at the screen to put on the camera. Just to make sure that I'm zoomed in. Anyone try Duolingo, Babbel, or Rosetta Stone? I tried using Duolingo a long time ago. I feel like it wasn't that good though. Like the way it taught wasn't really that effective for me. 3x speed. Zooming. I learned Spanish in high school and middle school, and I did not retain most of that knowledge, unfortunately. Okay, I said I was gonna sketch. I don't know why I'm like drawing the whole thing right now. I should be spending less time on these details. Okay. Welcome, Messi. I've heard Duolingo for Japanese is not good. I think Duolingo, like Japanese was their first like Asian language that they added. And I remember when I took it when it first came out. And it was it's not that good. There was like very little structure to it. They just show you things. You have to learn by example. There's no like formal grammar lessons on Duolingo. It's just like a lot of examples. And so it's not like, you know, here's the word you should use for this case. Here's how grammar works. They just give you a bunch of sentences and you're just like figure it out based on context. 15 minutes a day and doesn't really go a long way, at least in Duolingo or similar apps. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, right? If you have enough time to do like 15 minutes per day, it's better than like not doing it at all, I guess. For vocab for long-term language learning, yeah, we don't even know. I retained a lot of Anki English vocab. I mean, yeah. But it could be better. I don't know. I feel like I should make this Pomudachi a bit bigger. I should probably put the Pomudachi on a separate layer to make it easier to move around. I took Spanish in high school. For the final exam, I had to hold a conversation in Spanish for 30 minutes. Remember not remembering any of what I talked about. 30-minute conversation? That's a long time. I feel like a lot of people would have difficulty holding a 30-minute conversation even in English, right? What would you even say? What even would it be? Hold on, I know I just drew the whole thing. I'm gonna undo like this whole thing that I just drew. This entire half hour was spent drawing this. And for what? And for nothing. I know a guy who learned Korean through TV shows. It's hilarious because native Koreans all say he talks like he's acting in a K-drama. I mean, I think also like a lot of people that learn Japanese from watching anime, they probably, you talk to a native, they're like, this guy sounds like he watches anime. He sounds exactly like an anime protagonist. My brain would not comprehend a high school period's long worth of oral exam. Yeah. Like, to talk for half an hour, that's like... They also need, like, someone to conduct the interview for, like, half an hour as well. It takes up so much time. Also, welcome Ezra Shot. Final exam in English was oral and my best English exam period. Half an hour. Is half an hour standard? I don't know. I learned Mandarin because I was watching Mandarin dubbed anime. Yeah, I feel like the best way to learn a language is like when you're interested in other media. So you could be watching anime, you could be watching TV shows. You could be watching so many things. I mean, Japanese people don't shout oishi when they eat something tasty. Oh, you don't know. They could. They might. It's possible. Welcome, Rowan J. You're trying to be polite. No. They wouldn't do that. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to lower the opacity on this. And then I'm going to draw a pomu right here. Whoops. Welcome, Ranma. Learn Japanese from Yakuza games, talk like a 50-year-old gangster. I'm sure there are some people that have done that, right? Like, you think, like, the most common way people learn Japanese is, like, watching anime, but I'm sure there's people that just... I don't know, they watch, like, old Yakuza films. Yeah, or, like, Kansai dialect. It's like how, you know how, like, there's, people that aren't from America, but they grow up in, like, Texas? And so you'll have, like, a Japanese person with a Texan accent. And people are always like, that's funny. But you could do the same thing. You could be, like, you know, an English native and you go to, like, the parts of Japan that are, like, Kansai. You're like, wow, this foreigner has a very distinct Japanese accent. It's like, I don't even know what he's saying. Exactly. Your subculture affects your everyday vocab. So true. Damn, Texans should learn Kansai dialect. You can be double hick. Could. You could for real. I think that'd be cool. I know a guy who was Japanese. He learned English when he was in France. He spoke English with a French-Japanese accent. It's always interesting to see, like, unconventional mixtures of accents. I think I saw once, like, a video of, like, a Japanese guy who grew up in Jamaica. And he was speaking, like, the Jamaican, what's that language? The Jamaican language, whatever it's called. And everyone was like, whoa, that's wild. It's like, it sounds like English, but it's not. It is actually a distinct language. Let's see, I said feature to refer to a trait of human brains, and the other person started laughing. This was in German. You said feature. What? Feature? You're talking about, what are you talking about? Machine learning features. Okay, here is a pomudachi. The pomudachi has it's one of these. Yes, machine learning feature. Feature of software. Well, those are sort of different things a little bit. Let's see, Nutritious says, I know, also welcome Super Energy. He says, I know a Chinese guy whose mom lived in Jamaica for years and learned English there. There's a middle-aged Asian lady speaking like Bob Marley. It's probably more common than we think, right? There's probably like a Chinatown over there. Also, there's like a lot of there's like a big Japanese population in Brazil, I think, right? Brazil is like the most has the highest population of Japanese people outside of Japan. So, you know, there's a bunch of cultural whatever the term is. People living out there. There's ML feature. Okay, well here is a Pomodachi. Will you animate a vampire that recently kicked out too? Mel? No, I never really watched her content. So I'm not too familiar. A lot of Hololive JP, I'm not too familiar with their content. Remember, Wolfie, the best thing about Japanese is there's only 2 irregular verbs. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. What even is that? Alright, this is here. There is a Pomodachi out here. I feel like I'm drawing this not great. Suru and Da. I feel like we, as people that speak English, if someone were to ask us to explain English grammar, we'd be like, I don't know. It just sounds right. Or sounds like it either sounds right or it doesn't. I think if you ask a lot of native speakers, they don't even understand the rules. Like you ask me what a imperative verb is, whatever, an intransitive verb. If that's even a thing, I don't even know what it means. What even do they mean by this? We will never know. I explain English grammar a lot. But it's like, aren't you Brazilian though? Like, did you natively learn English? Or Portuguese? Because I feel like if you started out with Portuguese and you learn English, like, you know, in an actual English class, then yeah, you probably would know more about English grammar than I do. No? Okay, so you started out with English? There are no rules. Oh, you're American. Wait, who was I thinking that was Brazilian? Did I confuse you for someone? Propose American English to be called American and British English. No, it's different. Americans teaches English at an elementary, then proceed to forget for the rest of their life. Yeah. English doesn't make sense. People out there trying to learn English. And it's just like, it just borrows a ton of words from other languages. Although I guess that is true of other languages. Like, Japanese does have a lot of borrowed words as well. I can see why you think that all VTubers I watch are Brazilian. Who am I thinking of? I think there was someone... I don't know. Okay. I was mistaken. I'm gonna update my viewer spreadsheet. Also, welcome Styler. It's a meme. They know the rules. Okay, well here's a Pomodachi. As a native EN speaker, English is hard and I question it sometimes. Yeah, we don't really know the rules. It's complex. The language is just evolving. And the original and new definition of meme is true. Memes, they're real. Alright, well here we have this. We have Pomu. Her arm is here. And how will this work? Yeah, the DNA of the soul. Memes as popularized by Metal Gear. Do I consider myself ready to coin a new word? What do you mean by this? Is anyone truly ready to coin a new word? Wolfing. English is in a weird state because technically anything you say can be correct. Oh yeah, just think of like, you know, skibbity and riz. Right? There's all this stuff. And you explain it to a foreigner and they're like, I don't know what this is. But everyone here understands and everyone cringes at it. It's the easiest language to speak passably and hardest to speak correctly. I think also because like a lot of people online, they intentionally use the words wrong. People will intentionally use grammar incorrectly and like people can still understand. Right? You're like, you could just say things like, oh yeah, I'm adulting today. And people will understand you're doing things like taxes and like whatever. But then to like people that don't know English, they're like, well, that's not a verb. But you can turn anything into a verb. And it makes sense. Skibbity means something instead of being a reference to those videos? I don't really know. I think it's just a reference to those videos, but it could, I don't know, it might have deeper meaning. I mean, people often use it in conjunction with other words. Not just skibbity, but skibbity riz, skibbity Ohio. I don't know, if you ask me what those meant, I don't know. French has an actual language institute that determines whether a word is actually French. I think if you go to Montreal, right, there is a law that restaurants and like stores have to be named according to like actual French words. So if you go to Montreal, you won't see KFCs because they're not legally allowed to call themselves KFC. It's like some other abbreviation that's like the French word, whatever KFC means. But then if you go to France, it's still called KFC. So like Montreal is even more French than France. Can you believe this? You could look it up. I think it's real. I've heard it on stream before. I might have seen it on a YouTube short. Does not count as valid French in France. They are too French. They are so French. They are unbelievably French. They KFW. I don't actually remember what it's called in Quebec. They try to protect their language from English influence. I feel like they're just fighting a losing battle. You can't really escape English. Although you may try. It's we. Is it? What is the abbreviation for KFC in Montreal? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. So here's this. Here is one frame. It's been 45 minutes. I've drawn not even one frame. This is not even like the full first frame. Just a sketch. Oh yeah, I think it is PFK. If you look it up, it's real. Okay, and maybe this one. First frame is the hardest. Is it though? Is it really? Does anyone out here besides me animate? Animation is hard. It takes so much effort. You animate? Slime molder. Oh wait, I guess you did make the Didn't make the... But that was based on an existing GIF, though. The monkey dancing GIF. I think Potato animates, right? The Choco J dog animations. Those were nice. Yeah, those. Those are good animations. And you've done one. Hold on. I forgot to point this out when it came up. But on New Year's, Potato drew this cool thing. This cool animation. It is in the intro screen. But I will pull it up right now. It is it's over here. It's in the images directory. Which one is it? This one. Yeah, the fireworks one. This one. Check this out. Potato made this. I like the lighting effects. It's very cool. The particle effects. Very nice. Yeah, and then he had the one with the the Choco J dog with the party, whatever. What's that thing called? The party blower? The thing that's like these things. The French used to use le computer, but they changed it to l'ordinateur. Even though compter is a valid French term for compute. Man, why are they like this? Why are they so insistent on French? What's the deal? We will never understand. Literally impossible to understand. Also, it just disconnected. I just realized it's been disconnected. You all have not been seeing anything. Okay, here we go. It was redrawing the smile. And also this. So the party blower. That was the last thing you saw on stream. Okay, and then this. Welcome, Cole. And then what? And then what? Then this. Okay, so that is frame 1. I'm drawn one frame. And yet, there is more that I need to fix up with this. Have this up here. Okay, and then the next frame is that guy. No, it's a pomu dachi. It's a seed. Think of like the seeds that you plant in the dirt. And they become pomodachi. Something like that. Wait to know that compter is part of the language. Compter. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm sure there's some French people that are out there like, he's not even saying it right. How could he fail to pronounce our language? Unbelievable. Alright, so that's frame 1. Now, frame 2. This is a petting animation. Gotta have the hand now over here. And the arm has been extended And then I guess this thing could go over slightly. And the Pomudachi is out here. Welcome, Denchi. And you know, when you're animating, you gotta consider squash and stretch. So maybe the Pomudachi is squashed and stretched. So, like this. And then maybe that's a bit too much squashing and stretching. But maybe it's fine. Maybe it's perfectly fine. No, that's probably too much. The iPad drawing app? No, you can, I put it specifically here so you can see the name. It's different. It's different now. That was the previous meta. This is the new meta. Also, I just realized it disconnected again. Okay, we're reconnecting. It's back. Into a pancake, you can. Frame 3 would just be like... just in the ground. You can't even tell it's a Pomudachi. Why did I change apps? I think this one was newer. It supports vector graphics. And when I was using Calipeg, I had a lot of issues where like I would resize something and then it would look kind of blurry, which is not what I wanted. But this app has been good so far. There have been some issues, but I think overall it's pretty good. I would maybe recommend it, perhaps. Here, yeah, what if frame 3? What if frame 3, the Pomudachi was just like this? Could be. It could be. I mean, it's not going to be, but what if it was? Just looks like this now. Just get destroyed. And then frame 4 is just like this. Send the Pomudachi back into the dirt. No. Oh. Okay, get that out of here. Go back. Yeah, vectors are nice. You know, you can draw it small and then you can scale it up infinitely if you wanted. And I think that's cool. Oops. Okay. We have this over here. And... you know, you just think the Pomudachi squashes and stretches, but also other characters can also... Pomu could also be squashed and stretched. It's a common occurrence. Happens more often than you think. The leg. Get the other leg. Wait, these should be on different layers. Whoops. Understandable artist thing. When you draw a thing on the wrong layer. Can't believe this. Could not even believe that I would do this. Okay, and then you got Pomu. And she is here. And these go down. Good day. Good day to you all. Goes there. you want to jong, you can. I haven't opened Mahjong Soul in like a few days. Ever since the last event ended. Actually, I haven't actually played Mahjong in like a long time. In quite some time. You could do it. If you really wanted to, you could Mahjong. You could do it right now even. You're in bed though? That's why you have it on your iPad. Or your tablet. I only ever play Mahjong on my iPad. I think it's nice. It's convenient. You're in a meeting. That doesn't stop you from playing Mahjong though. Some people watch VTubers during meetings. Okay, and then you think of squash and stretch. The bow can also squash and stretch. If you look at this animation right here. The bow, it's got... Okay, this is not a good example. But sometimes the bow has some squash and stretch. Oops. The song playing in the background, it's about a mahjong room. It's about a mahjong room? What does that mean? What does that mean? Just don't know. I simply do not understand. Okay, this goes here. This, that. It's also called Mahjong Room. What the heck? Out here making music about Mahjong. Okay, the bow, it goes down. It goes down like this. And I guess this also goes down slightly. And then you have this. What's that emote? Favorite dance? I can't tell what that is. Is that from the back view? Is that... What is that? Is that a creature? Is that hair? I just don't know. Sometimes I see emotes and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Mahjong room. Mahjong is pretty fun. I think one of the streamers I follow is learning Mahjong right now. They're having a stream where they're trying to learn the rules of Mahjong. It is kind of intimidating though. You go into it and you're like, I don't know what any of this is. Welcome Cure Wonderful. Welcome Chicken Coop Enjoyer, the bear person. Yeah, Tipanya. Yes, I don't know if she's still live, but last I saw her tweet, she said she was learning Mahjong. Most tutorials are bad. Yeah, probably. I mean, they're probably good ones created over the past few years, right? Also, I'm gonna hydrate. It's 6 p.m. Alright. Mahjong with the teacher is best. I just watched a bunch of videos. I think the best way, like, the way I learned Mahjong was to, like, just focus on learning, like, all simples. And then once you get the hang of that, all simples and what's the other one? Dragons and winds. And then you just branch out. Did I purposely program the water flipping? No. It's just an artifact of VTube Studio. When you attach an item to a thing, and you flip it around, it does also flip the object around. So like if I switch to frowning, right, this frown, the way I did the frown was just I flipped it upside down. And if you attach the cup to it, and you flip it, then the cup also just gets flipped. That's emergent behavior. That's how it works. Wow. And then when it transitions between them, it flips. The flipping animation is there. And that's cool. It's also the reason why, like, sometimes if you see like a VTuber attach glasses to themselves, and it seems like the glasses are moving around with their hair, it's because they like attach the glasses to the hair instead of the face. It happens pretty often. The water's frozen. Nah, it's just how it is. It's just how things are. Frozen water is ice. Okay, this is here. And then you have this. There. So true. So true. Okay, and then you have this. And then you have the other side. Liquid ice is water. It's true. So real. Truer words have never been spoken. Okay, and then, this is frame 2. And, gas water is steam. Steam, isn't that the thing you use to launch your games? Why did they name it Steam? Because the company is Valve. And Valve controls Steam. Valve is used to control Steam. But why Valve? Why did they name their company Valve? Why? Okay, here's 2 frames. First frame, second frame. Wow. That's short for Steam powered. Store powered. Yeah, you ever go to steam.storepowered.com? Linux gaming. Why is there a valve on a dude's head as their brand icon? We don't know. We just don't understand. They're geniuses. Okay, here's 2 frames. And now you can play them really fast. Look at this. Okay, it doesn't look fast on the display, but I'm telling you, on my iPad, it's showing it very fast. 24 frames per second. Rapid padding. The dude sure is memorable. Yeah, the Valve Steam guy. In a break from industry style, Newell did not want a company name that suggested testosterone gorge muscles in the extreme or anything. Of anything. Alternative names included Hollow Box, Fruit Fly Ensemble, and Rhino Scar. Those are band names. Glad they settled on Valve. Imagine if it'd been called, I guess Hollow Box maybe is fine. Or like a rhino scar. Fruit fly ensemble. Is it a good name? Maybe. It's kind of wacky though. Hollow box. I don't know. Hollow Knight. Hollow Day. Imagine if they released the orange valve. They could. They could. They could still do it. They could rebrand. But also, you think of like Epic Games, really? They really named their company Epic Games. Are those games even really epic, though? Are they? Or are they just okay? Never going to forget when they made the Valve guy move and jump scared me. Doesn't that happen pretty often, though? Isn't that part of it? That's part of the charm. John Valve. Okay, so we have 2 frames. Now we have to draw the in-between frames. He moves. He does move. He's out there moving constantly. He moved in Portal 3, what? They're not gonna have Portal 3. Imagine if they did, though. Portal 3 could be real. There used to be a tech demo for Gold Source, but the cutscene showed someone augmenting his body with a Valve. Yo, what if the Valve guy showed up in Half-Life 3? Wouldn't that be cool? If they ever release Half-Life 3. And then you see him, and he's like, yo, that's the Valve guy. That's the guy from the logo. Oh, shoot, he's real now. Wow. We've seen him for so many years, and yet we never knew the lore. The Portal mod that released recently made me want to play 1 and 2 again. What mod? Was there a good mod that was released? Yeah, what even is it? What even is the mod? Portal. I remember like a long time ago when Flash games were still a thing. A lot of people would make like Flash games that are kind of like Half-Life. There was like a 2D side-scrolling Half-Life. Sorry, not Half-Life, Portal. That's pretty cool. Also, welcome Namington. Yeah, Half-Life 3. Isn't that just Half-Life? Isn't that just Life 1.5? Half-Life 2. Isn't that just Life 1? Isn't that just number? Yeah, Flash Portal. It was so memorable. Portal Revolution. Could be cool. Could be fun. You could play it. Oh yeah, Mario Portal? I remember that one. there was a lot of like... A lot of Portal related Flash games. It was quite popular. The good old days. I guess people probably still are making content like that. It's just that, like, I don't know. I feel like we see less games nowadays. I don't know what I'm saying. Like back in the day when Flash games were a thing, a lot of people would just go on Flash game websites. But nowadays, I feel like there's not as much of that. It's all on itch. Yeah, but we don't hear about them, right? You know, if you think of a Flash game, you're like, oh yeah, remember this? Oh yeah, we all played this. But I guess nowadays there's like so many different ways to play games that to hear about some obscure, like small game, probably less likely. Reloaded released a while back. That one hurt my brain since it combines portals with time travel. Dang. But also most of the games that are on itch are just like bad horror games, right? You ever check itch and see the trending games? It's all like asset flip scary games. I would say like 99% of them are. Welcome Deep Freeze 2K. Yeah, it is one of the most popular itch genres because I feel like it's so easy to make, right? You just make it really dark, just have like some jump scare in it. That's all you need. And people will play them. Someone ported Portal to the N64. Valve had to take it down. I think there was some Valve drama recently, right? Some sort of like TF2 like remake or something. It got taken down. You try to find the best games on itch that are not horror. It could. But for what? But for what reason? For fun. For enjoyment. For Saturday. I don't know. The horror game industry is pretty impressive. There are a lot of them. So importing TF2 to Source 2 got cease and desisted. Oh, that's what it was. I don't know. Wasn't Valve also like in trouble recently for like, besides that TF2 thing, for like, they started allowing AI art on their on their platform on Steam. They started allowing AI generated graphics for games. And everyone's like, no, Valve, I thought you were good. Did they ever make a follow-up statement on that? I think any other genre has people consuming small games as much as horror. Sorry, I don't think as any other genre. Maybe. There's a lot of games out there. Too many. You ever think there's too many games out there? Back in the day, there were barely any new games. And now, they're everywhere. I remember when it was a big deal that, like, any indie developer could release a game on Steam. Back when Steam Greenlight was the first thing, it was like big news. They're like, whoa, you can release games on Steam? Wow. They allow AI art, but only if you can prove you own the copyrights. Oh. But are they gonna manually check all of it? I feel like that must be hard to do. And what's stopping people from just saying, oh yeah, we totally have the rights to this? How would they prove it? Yeah, totally. We definitely have. We have the rights to this. You can report it. But then how would they prove? How would they know? I don't know. Maybe they do have a way to tell. So full provenance? But I feel like even the... Could they just make it up though? Training a model is deterministic. Or that you think Valve is gonna go and like manually verify all the models? I don't know. I don't know. It's a complex issue. Simply do not know. Surely nothing bad will ever happen from this. Surely everything's fine. Anyway, what else is going on? Any good news out there today? Man, what a year, right? It's only been like 2 weeks into 2024 and so much has happened. We got a graduation, we got a termination. There's like an earthquake. AIDs got them. What was my latest food craving? I don't know. I feel like I don't tend to have food cravings very often. Do you all feel like as you get older, you get full more easily? Because I feel like nowadays, I don't eat as much food as I probably would have if this was like 10 years ago. I don't know if like my stomach capacity is just lower now. Or maybe because like I don't need as much food because I'm not like commuting to work every day. Like I don't walk around as much as I used to. But I feel like that shouldn't affect like how fast I get full, right? I don't know. Absolutely. Didn't crazy things also happen at the beginning of 2023? I don't even remember. Sometimes that functionality in my body just doesn't work well. My hunger is ravenous and ceaseless. We just don't spend as much energy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like nowadays, I feel like back in the day, like when I think of like 10 years ago, when I started my first job, we would go out for lunch. I used to order like these sandwiches and they were like huge. I'm thinking back, like, how did I eat like all of that for lunch? It was like so much food. Now, I feel like I could probably eat like half of it. Last I saw it was 2017, then it's 2024. What? 2017, that's just 3 years ago. And then you think and you're like, oh, frick. It was 7 years ago. It was not 3 years ago. Welcome, Marshall. Not just VTubers, it seems Matt, Pat, Tom, Scott. From other people as well. It's true. They're going away. It's fine. They'll be back. They're just forming a VTuber agency. The Wii is still pretty new. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2. Why are people talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 having PS4 graphics? Like, was there ever like a... did they ever confirm that the new version would have PS4 graphics? I checked Twitter and everyone's like, oh, the new Switch 2 is going to have PS4 style graphics. Like, where did that come from? Was that like real? Or are people just saying like it could have PS4 style graphics? Like, the graphics quality. I don't know. Or is it still speculation? There's so much speculation. Every single time there's any sort of announcement, people are like, it's the Switch 2. It's the Switch Pro. Welcome, Scarlet Rook. Nintendo has been behind Sony and Microsoft graphics-wise for a long time. Yes. I think it's fine. There have been those who got that video tweets going around. Yeah, who got that VTuber video? Who got that SpongeBob video? Who got that whole live EN video? Everyone just gets recommended the same tweets now. Games don't demand high FPS or whatever. Nintendo. I think I remember hearing the Nintendo Switch has 2 gigs of RAM. That it was going to have less before Capcom said please add more. You think they would have the power to do that? We got the whole pomu back catalog. It's out there. It is reasonable to assume they'll drop a new Switch for fall. Why? Why is it reasonable? Under what circumstances? SpongeBob VTuber. What? Who got that? Who got that? Who got that video whose opinion has you like this? One's gotta go. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It does not have to go. One of these top videos has gotta go. Why does food and anime look so good? This is Apple's best product. It's their best feature. Who got that one video of Apple's best feature? Who got that one video of anime food looking good? I say it's reasonable because they're adding a lot of ports. The Switch, which usually happens at the end of the console's life cycle. Look, until they say something, I'm not gonna believe anything. People have been saying this for years. They're like, oh yeah, the Switch Pro is coming up soon. 3 years ago. Which Wolfie are you? One of these gotta go. But who? Which one of these opinions has you like this? I want a new Fire Emblem to drop. Wasn't there just one last year though? Fire Emblem Engage. I feel like I didn't hear anyone talk about that game after like a few weeks. Because I feel like when Fire Emblem Awakening first came out, I was still seeing people talk about it for like a year. But for like the latest Fire Emblem, people were talking about it for like 2 weeks. And I have not seen any of it since. Maybe it's just the people that I follow. Maybe the people that I follow just aren't as into Fire Emblem anymore. Choco still hasn't beaten the latest Fire Emblem. Can you believe this? What's she doing? I'll force myself to send in my Switch so I can play Engage. I need to get it fixed. I don't know. Fire Emblem. I played Awakening. Thought it was pretty cool. And then I did not have any interest in playing the other games. This goes here. We have this. Yes, classic art stream. Watch someone undo and redo the same line for 10 minutes. People talked about how fun the gameplay was, and it is pretty great. It was an anniversary title. Awakening? Or Engage? What is that image? I could click that image, but then it would interrupt my train of thought. It looks much more fun to play compared to Three Houses without... Oh yeah, I remember when Three Houses came out. People were talking about that game a lot too. I feel like I saw people talk about Three Houses for Like, pretty long. But then again, didn't that game come out, like, around the pandemic? Like, slightly before the pandemic started? People still talk about it. Yes, they sure do. But I don't see it as much. And isn't it messed up that there's, like, apparently 4 houses? You think there's only 3? Apparently there's 4. $2019, yeah, like right before the pandemic. And then, you know, people had nothing to do in quarantine. So they're like, I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna play Fire Emblem. I'm gonna play this game. I see it from time because I'm friends with shippers. It is true. That's how I see Bochi fan art. Like, I don't know if people are still talking about Bochi the Rock, but I see art retweeted on my timeline. And that's how I know it still exists. 3 Houses came out January 2019. Yes. I guess the pandemic didn't really start being a thing until the start of 2020. Even though it is COVID-19, it wasn't until 20 that it was really a thing. 4 houses and 1 is underground. It's so obscure. The Bochi wave hasn't died. Kikuri got her own spin-off manga. That's the drunk lady, right? Is that why I've been seeing so much fan art of her? Because she has her own manga now. Oh, that is why. Okay, that explains it. I had no idea. I was like, huh, people are drawing this character a lot. And now I know. It's also popular. People do like drunk characters who are in their 30s. Is she in her 30s? I don't know. Late 20s. Spin-off helps, but she was already popular. Yeah, I think if I think of like the characters that I see most often outside of like the main 4, it would probably be her. Late 20s. There should be more anime characters in their early 30s. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be neat. Her, then Yellow Girl's sister. I don't even remember her name. What is what's that character's name? Imagine older characters will become a bit more common in the future. No. I feel like anime will continue to focus on teenagers for like forever. I see Kikuri more than some of the main characters. I guess it depends who you follow. They exist, just not as prominent as people who grow up with anime age. But anime has been around for so long. If they ever make an anime of that Lucky Star continuation, they'd all be in their 30s, wouldn't they? Oh yeah, there was a Lucky Star continuation, right? I forgot about that. Man. Aging sure is a thing. Sure is a thing that happens. That's what happened with video games in the West. It will probably get people in their 40s. Yo, imagine like when we're all like in our 50s. You think we would still be watching VTubers? think some of the VTubers out there will still be going when they're in their 50s. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe. I think so. We need more elderly VTubers. More VTubers that are like in their 60s and 70s. It's just talking to a cartoon. It's true. It's true. Welcome, Altace and Reese. Streaming exists. VTubers will exist. It's true. Yo, yeah, you would have like parents that will have children that are VTubers. And then they could do like a family collab. It's true. It could happen. More likely to have a kid, nephew, niece as a VTuber. It's true. I think she's a diehard fan. Wait, who? What are we talking about? Where? Unless we're not talking theoretical. Lucky Star continuation isn't a one-shot. I don't know. I was not really paying too much attention. I just saw it being mentioned at some point. VTuber that gets pregnant, has pregnant models, then gives birth and the kid has a model. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of weird. Because, like, what if your kid doesn't want to be a VTuber? You think there will be parents out there that are like, I was a VTuber, so you have to be. Think of the content. Won't you think of me in the content? Like, Mom, I want to be an engineer. Come on. I don't want to be a VTuber. And then she's like, you could be both. You could be both. Or you're, what if, like, if you, like, if they had, like, a child that became an artist, and then you have your VTuber art drawn by your child. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be kind of neat. Don't want to get into the ethical dilemma of a birthing stream. No, that'd be weird. There is a JP VTuber that has VTubers with their kid, and the kid has a cute PNG. There's already YouTubers doing that. Without needing to be a VTuber. It's true. Your child is their mom. Well, not... Okay, when you put it that way, it's kind of weird. I just mean, like, you know, if your child draws art for you, isn't that cool? I think some parents appreciate when their child draws them. I guess there would be a conflict of interest. You inherit your mom's old model. Now that'd be weird. That'd be very weird. Welcome, Magical Bananas. Is she gonna drum the Pomsky? No, she's petting it. A VTuber model in the fridge. Teens are at the age where they're starting to form their identity, so if someone becomes a fan of your work as a teen, that means they may form an identity around it. It is true. There are a lot of VTubers out there where they have very young fans. I'm sure when they grow up, they'll regret it. They'll be like, oh man, I had that VTuber phase. God, that's cringe. Remember when I used to be into VTubers? In elementary school, and then you'll be like, what the frick? You were watching VTubers in elementary school? And then you feel old. You're like, oh, elementary school. Man. Welcome, Pong. Thank you. It's not that weird, is it? It's kind of cool. I think it's cool. There's a character like this in Hex Sign, but it's an MMO. Do I consider myself a VTuber or a streamer with a model? I am a VTuber. I think it's weird when people deny being VTubers. Like, you literally have a live 2D model. You are a VTuber. Or it's like when people say like, oh, I don't watch VTubers. But like they're like, oh, I only watch this one VTuber. They just happen to be a VTuber, okay? I'm not a VTuber watcher. I just happen to enjoy this one person's content. This person happens to be a VTuber. And I'm like, no, you are a VTuber watcher, okay? Just because you only watch one VTuber doesn't mean you're not a VTuber fan. Welcome list of options. Not even on the tube site? Yeah, VTube. Remember when I used to be into anime and video games? I still am, but remember when I also used to be? Maybe. Perhaps. Kiara has at least one baby fan. Yes. Probably multiple. There's probably a lot of kids that just like passively watch VTubers because their parents leave them on, right? Kind of how like when you grew up. You probably like just whatever was on TV at the time. You're like, oh yeah, I watched a lot of SpongeBob. I watched a lot of Cartoon Network. There's gonna be kids that are like, I grew up watching Amelia Watson or whatever. It's already happening. VTubers are in a weird position because VTubers are both a tool and a fandom. What do you mean by tool, though? Like that they're making content? They're making art. That's the reason lots of anime, social media, etc. aim for a teen audience. For marketing, for brand. So people form a lifelong connection with their brand. Okay, here's 3 frames. It's been an hour and 38 minutes. I've drawn 3 frames. And I think that's cool. Kids saying they're gonna ground pound each other's moms without knowing what it means. You think there's kids out there, like, on the playground talking about their favorite VTubers? You think kids are being bullied on the schoolyard for who their Oshi is? Think there's anyone out there that's like, oh, this person's a fan of this VTuber? That's cringe. I watch this VTuber. There has to be, right? Kids will bully each other for, like, arbitrary things. There's gotta be one out there that's like, oh, this person watches indie VTuber. That's cringe, huh? I only watch, my VTuber has more viewers than yours. It would be funny if true. It would be funny and also sad. The idea of VTubers being a united fandom rather than the fandom of a single person. It's like saying you were into anime rather than saying you're into Gundam Seed or something. It's also true. It's like, it's more specific to VTubers because, like, if you watch a streamer that's not a VTuber, I feel like you wouldn't really say you're a streamer fan, right? You're a fan of this person's content and they just happen to be a streamer. But with the VTubers, it's like, yeah, you are a VTuber fan, I guess. I don't know. Interesting how that works. Or like if you listen to someone's podcast, you're not necessarily a fan of podcasts in general. You just happen to like one of them. People said this in the beginning of Twitch. Wait, what? Most of the Brazilian VTuber fandom are kids? Both the watchers and the VTubers. I never really thought about like the different language, like, because like I mostly speak English, so I guess I only speak English, but you know, never think about the like the Spanish VTubing population, the Brazilian VTubers. It's probably like similar but also different. But anime fandom and probably by extension VTuber fandoms are fairly large. Sorry, fairly huge and wide-reaching. There is overlap though. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting to think about. Random tangent. I've heard some people say they're a fan of TikTok rather than the creators on TikTok. I feel like if they're just scrolling through the algorithm and they just watch whatever video is shown to them, like I guess that makes sense. It's weird that we don't have a Spanish side on Holo. I was gonna say Holo Sanji. Holo and Niji, the circles on YouTube are pretty big. I mean, I heard that the reason for that was like the spending power of like a lot of Spanish speaking countries is not as big as like America. And so they're like, is it even worth it? It could be part of the reason. Maybe, I don't know. I think most Brazilian adults who like VTubers speak English and watch the big one. I never really thought about this. Makes sense because you don't really follow specific people on TikTok. Yeah, you're a fan of the TikTok algorithm, not specific creators. Unless they're on YouTube Shorts, in which case, actually, like a lot of the YouTube Shorts that I'm like, the creators that post on YouTube Shorts that I'm familiar with, I don't actually follow them. Like I'm not subscribed to them on YouTube. It's just like their content happens to show up in my feed, like all the time, and I just click on them. So I'm like, I know this person. I'm not actually following them, but I have seen all their videos. Before Yakuza 0, Sega still thought it was weird to keep making translations of the Yakuza series. Wait, what? Like they didn't think it was worth it. YouTube is video on demand, while TikTok is a TV channel personalized for you. I feel like YouTube Shorts is kind of similar though. It's got that algorithm going on. I realize I've been drawing these on the wrong layer as well. I thought it was a waste to keep translating them. I guess that makes sense. I remember when like Puyo Puyo, like they translated some of the early games, and then it's been like, it was like 10 years before they translated the next one. I remember when Puyo, they localized it as Puyo Puyo Fever. And that was like the first Puyo game they've brought to the US, or like English speaking countries, in such a long time. And then ever since then, they had like Puyo Fever 2, and that was the last one we've seen up until Puyo Puyo Tetris, which was like maybe like 10 years later. It was a bit surprising that there was such a long gap between them. Oh yeah, Puyo Pop, that's what they called it. Yeah, Puyo Puyo is the original name. Puyo Pop Fever, I remember. I had that. That was a good game. Yeah, and the other names. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That's how I knew it when I was growing up. The Mean Bean Machine. Good times. See, JP companies are domestic market first. Yeah, because, like, I remember back in the day when, like, a Japanese game would come out and we weren't, like, you never know if it's going to be released in the US. Or, like, if it was, the localization took, like, years. Like, months to years. And I remember, like, the first time that they released a Pokemon game, like, simultaneously in Japan and in the US, I was like, whoa, what the heck? They can do that now? Right? Imagine if we were still in that era where, like, they announce a new Pokemon game or whatever, and, like, you have to wait several months for, like, after the Japanese version. Yeah, we're now in the future. And the games are bad, apparently. Apparently the Pokemon games are bad now. But, you know, imagine they were good. Welcome G. Leecap. I knew Puyo originally as Skittles. I have not heard of that one. Plenty of people who don't know the basics of making shapes in Puyo. I mean, you kind of have to, like, not put effort into it, but it's not that intuitive if you're just playing the game casually. But that might also be because, like, a lot of the games don't have tutorials on making combos and chains. Whereas nowadays, I think if you play Puyo Puyo Tetris, it does have, like, a little bit of a guide, like, here's how you make a chain. Here's the trigger, here's the whatever. Also welcome Drakoji. So many good PS2 games I missed because of Japanese release only. Yeah. It was pretty common back in the day. If you're a Falcom fan, you're still in that era. What is Falcom? Wolfie, you can only say they're bad if you pay the $5 microtransaction fee. No, I can say they're bad. Because I don't play them. Because I don't play Pokemon games. So whether they're good or bad, it doesn't really matter to me. Okay, well, here's 3 frames. Make the Trails in YS. Oh, I have heard of those. I've heard the Trails games are pretty good, apparently. Trails in the Sky. Other than Tetris, a lot of puzzle games have some other IPs like Yoshi, Pokemon tied into them. Oh yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League. I remember that. Yeah, Trails. They have a big backlog. I mean, games do be different now. Games do be out there. Being different. Lots of text. That is also true. There are a lot of words in JRPGs. Basically, skip translation of some of them, so when they went back to it, now they're behind on the current games. The infinite backlog. I feel like translating must be hard, right? If you're translating between games, it must be hard to, like, stay consistent. Unless you have, like, the same team working on it. You gotta, like, look back and be like, how do we translate this thing? And then you find out the context, and you gotta make sure you maintain that context. Glossaries. Yeah, panel de pon. Good times. Welcome, Daisuko. Alright, this. You should go close your eyes. What time is it there? It's like midnight, right? It's like 12. It's about to be 1 a.m. over there. It's a reasonable time to sleep. And I'm sure after this stream, I'll be like, I'm just gonna go into Choco Jackson's chat or like Hamflow's chat, and you're gonna be there. And I'll be like, this guy's not sleeping. This guy's awake. Classic. Classic moment. You already know. Unless Hamflow's not streaming. Is he streaming today? Check the Hamflow Discord. Man, Discord is so slow for me right now. It's loading so slow. No, there was no message. He may still be streaming today. We don't know. He's just sleepy. He's just eeping. The SNES version of Panel de Pon was a Mario spin-off in the West. In Japan, it was a unique IP featuring magical girls. What was the Mario Panel de Pon? I guess Mario has done that a few times, right? Doki Doki Panic was Mario 2. Wario's Woods was, what was that? What was Wario's Woods? Something. Failing to fall asleep. Good times. Okay. It's looking pretty okay, actually. Just have to erase some things. Welcome, Jose. Described as a what Wario on Twitter? What model? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Tetris. Was it even Tetris Attack? Was that even like, did they receive approval for that from the Tetris Corporation? I know they're pretty strict on stuff like that. What are they even doing? The suit guy? What suit guy? They weren't as much back then, I regretted it. Oh, so they did allow it. The Tetris company allowed it to be called Tetris Attack. That's wacky. It's like you see any game involving blocks and you're like, oh, that's Tetris. Totally. It's like back in the day, if your parents saw you playing like any game, they'd be like, they would call the console the Nintendo. Or like Mario. They'll be like, oh, well, that's Mario. Tetris. Good old Tetris. Tetris Attack was before there was a Tetris regulatory board. The game is called Puzzle League. Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League. Welcome, Abyss Hunted. And Taffy. Okay. Alright, 3 frames. 2 hours, I've drawn 3 frames. Yeah, so where normally I'm faster than this. Yes, we are starting the year in this way. Okay, we're now drawing the in-betweens of these in-betweens. Check this out. This is too fast. It's gotta be 12 FPS. A memory resurfaced where our German teacher told us the dangers of gaming addiction, saying she once got so hooked on Tetris she didn't leave the house all day. Yo, she experienced the Tetris effect. I don't think there was an official Tetris company back then. Tetris is technically owned by the Soviet Union, who didn't believe in copyright. Oh. Never thought about that. I guess if I ever watched the Tetris movie, I would have more context on this stuff. What is the Tetris effect? It's when you play Tetris so much that you have like you start seeing Tetris blocks. When you close your eyes and you see Tetris. Yeah. Welcome, Nano Dan. Just out there, you see Tetris and everything. That's just how it is. What if I close my eyes and see burgers? Then that is something else. It could be the burger effect. It could be just regular hallucinations. I feel like I'm usually busy when you're drawn, so this is nice. Now you are here. Now you can witness me undoing the same line 10 times in a row. Welcome, Free Nachos 8. I feel like there's a lot of new chatters here today. Because I'm drawing Pomu. Everyone's like, I know who this is. It's Pomu. It's called being hungry. Real line action. No, you're not. You've been here. I know who's new because it shows. It says it. And you all know. Your first message, it says, for me, it says new chatter. First time chat. I remember one time I was like in a in a fairly large chat where the streamer does greet viewers, but not all of them. And so like everyone was spamming emotes, and I also posted an emote. And the streamer greeted me, and I was like, what the heck? How did they see my message? But then I remember you get the new chatter text. And I'm like, oh, I see. That's how they know. Puzzle League. If you're also an internet hag, you probably know me. Is that true? You would have to like know specific things though. You'd have to be like a Toho fan. Or like Ramble Raid Finder. Or whatever. First time chatter. It's not even the first time for Michael. Always like your art, just found your Twitch today. Yeah, it's a common thing. People don't know I stream. But this year though, more people will know I stream. Because I am actually posting on social media now. But not on my main social media. On the side one. Longtime Wolfer. Is Wolfie the guy who drew Pomu Rain Puff on 16th of January? It's true. Toho Hijack was a thing. Yeah, but like, not everyone knows. A lot of Toho fans that were not around back then. A lot of new Toho fans. It's still out there. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate. 7 p.m. Alright. See, Miss Rainpuff, it's been an honor. It sure has. Pomu the Rainpuff. Out there dancing infinitely for our enjoyment. Hidden behind a text box. I can't believe this. How could she be reduced to such a thing? Chom. He said chom. The first month of the year is already half over. It sucks. It sure does. Sure is half a month. GDQ. I've not really been paying much attention to GDQ. I don't know. It's just not for me anymore. There are VTuber speedrunners now. Yeah. Like, has anything interesting come out of, like, the recent GDQs, though? Like, anything since, like, 2020 that is actually interesting to watch? Probably, I don't know. Not anything that I have seen, though. GDQ fell off for me when they started to phase out saving and killing the animals. Did they? There was a dog who ran a game. His name is Peanut Butter. What the? Welcome, Battle Wreck. How come I haven't heard of that? How come no one has told me about a dog? What is this? Airbud? Dogs can play video games now? Can't believe this. And then the dog shows up and you're like, holy frick. The dog is doing it. He played through the entire game of Gyromite. I don't even know what that is. But that's cool. Dogs playing games. The only thing I've seen of GDQ was a cat VTuber running Katamari. Yo, Harutomo. Wait, did he... Wait, Harutomo was on GDQ? Or they? I don't actually know Harutomo's pronouns. They were on GDQ. I know there's a Japanese equivalent of GDQ. It's like the Japanese RTA marathon or whatever. A few years ago. What? I didn't know this. That was probably before I knew who Harutomo was. That's cool. Dog would never play video games. Yeah, imagine a dog playing games. What is this? I have a video of a dog performing a Hadouken on an SF4 on a fight stick. That's neat. Do I need to report all dog sightings to you, Wolfie? No, just rats. Okay, tell me when they have a rat on GDQ. Wouldn't that be cool? If you saw a rat speedrunning the game. Or even better, several rats. You have like one rat controlling a controller. Or one rat in charge of one button on the controller. And they got a rat to finish a game on stream. I think that'd be cool. Dog speedrun. Isn't Gyromite a Rob the Robot game? I don't know. Maybe. There's info at that. Yeah, rat percent. Rat jam percent. Did you all know that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has a butter dog percent? It's real. I'm not making this up. There is a speedrun category of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild where the goal is to get butter on a dog as fast as possible. It's real. Look it up. Butter dog percent. Yeah, I think they play the game on the French version for some reason because it's faster. Oh, yeah, butter dog, butter on the dog. It's real. I'm not making this up. Someone can find it and post a link in chat. I saw it. I think I was looking up speedrun categories for that game, I think because Hamflo was playing it, and I was like, huh, I wonder, like, I just wonder what the world record is. And then I saw Butterdog percent. Wan. What video game would rats be the best at? I don't know. A butter dog. What about butter rat? You think they would ever have a rat with butter? 100% speedrun gives you sleeping time. I remember a time when I speedran a McDonald's game. Don't know if that's something rats would be the best at. Which game? Also, did you know there's speedruns of Ring Fit Adventure? And those speedruns take like 12 hours. And the people that speedrun are really fit. They're like actually, they're so fit. I think small rodents can play Katamari well with a special controller. But would they understand the goal of doing things? Would they know what they're doing? Actually, the dog that did the speedrun, did the dog really know what it was doing? Did the dog comprehend gaming? They don't even know. Japanese McDonald's training simulator for the DS. Oh yeah, they did have stuff like that. I forgot. Companies did make like training games for the DS. Meant to be distributed internally. The dog knew exactly what it was doing. Did it though? But when you think about it, do any of us understand what we're doing? In this world, in society. Yeah. Can you pet the dog? Can you butter the dog? Can you even put butter on the dog? Percent. Fries percent. What is understanding? I don't know. What isn't understanding? What is overstanding? Have you ever overstood something? Over and or under. I was trying to argue that neural networks know things. Definition of knowledge. The Turing test. I never understood anything. No, you understand things. You're out there understanding several things. Chatting. 3D modeling. Pomu rain puff. Also welcome. Pirate was unavailable. What is standing? It's when you're not sitting, but also you're like not lying down. Also you're not you're not upside down as well. I definitely do not understand 3D mod. Okay, 3D sculpting, whatever. Words. Some aspects of 3D modeling. 4D modeling. This is the animation so far. Very cool. Very cool animation. I like to make animations and see progress. I think it's great. It's on a 2D screen. How can they even call it 3D? I don't know. How can we even imagine? How does anyone imagine? She's plucking their hair out? No, she's petting them. But also slowly destroying them. Is it okay to draw art for you on your anniversary stream? Or for your anniversary stream? Wouldn't it be messed up if I said no? If I was like, how dare you? Don't you dare draw art for me. I would hate that. No, of course it's fine. I do have an art tag that you can use if you want. On Twitter. Or just post it on the Discord. Art of my streamer? It's less likely than you think. You don't even know. I do update the intro slideshow whenever there's new art. Not always though, because like sometimes people request MS Paint redeems on Chokujex's stream that have me in it, and like I don't know because I don't see them. And then I don't add them because I don't know they exist. But sometimes I add them. And I'm like, whoa, that's me. That's cool. I'm there. It's a 4D Minecraft clone that added skins that were made with a voxel editor. Where you shift planes when you can see through the character you made. That's weird. It's hard to understand. Representing 4D things in a 3D space. On a 2D screen. Learning art. I think you should learn art. Welcome, Tag Barrel. You know, I used to just wing art. I used to just make up stuff. And then I learned how to actually do it. And then I don't actually do it. 40 things. Safety. Did you see the seashore fossil art redeem? Perhaps. Perhaps he did. Perhaps he did not. We will never know. Yeah, but there's no art redeems this week, though. People out there are like, man, I can't wait until Wolfie does his next art redeem stream. I don't even know when that's gonna be. What if I never do whenever again? Everyone's like, oh shoot. I should have redeemed when he was doing it. I don't even know when the next one will be. Yeah, we'll just look at VODs. I don't know if I can like, okay, for the anniversary stream. I'm doing it on Saturday. And I have more time on Saturday. But I don't think I can spend like 4 hours and 45 minutes just watching VODs. I feel like that would also be kind of boring. I don't know what people normally do like on their anniversary streams. We could just do crosswords as well. Welcome, Cass. We could just like marbles on stream. Collins? I don't know. I don't have collabs though. Like, who the heck is gonna call in? Who even would be there? Yeah, just do a normal stream. Just do the same thing I often do. I could do the same thing as last week. crosswords, and then like, you know, a bunch of other games like that. Didn't I do that last time? Was that a birthday stream? Once started at boss at least once before. Wait, what? Started at boss? What? See, Michael said, I was playing a game called Eliminage. It is a dungeon crawler, so you have a ton of different parties. One of your party members is Nanodan. What's his class? Vons was, yes, stared at Vons. Yes, that was, but that was only for like 2 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. The usual stream length. But Saturdays are longer now. But actually, the last time I did that, I did run out of time. We didn't actually, like, watch... We didn't actually get through all the videos. Like, at the end, I was kind of rushing it. Why would I order cake? I don't even really enjoy cake. For me to do something on an anniversary stream that I don't even really want. No. Oh yeah, I forgot you said you were gonna go to sleep. This does happen sometimes. A cookie cake, but I don't even really enjoy cookies. I don't even really enjoy sweets. There it is. Ice cream cake. No, you don't understand what I'm saying. I don't enjoy sweets very much in general. So cakes, not my thing. But also, I'm not gonna order food specifically for my anniversary. It's not even really a thing. Is that a Splash Woman emote? It sure is. Sure is a paper bag Splash Woman emote. Anything more advanced requires planning or calling in favors for people to be spontaneous. Exactly. And you know me, I don't do that. I don't plan things involving other people. It's wacky. Like, sometimes, what if things go overtime, right? When people plan for things and they're like, okay, you're gonna call in between this time and this time. But, like, what if another caller goes over schedule, you know? Or, like, what if you're late for something? And then they can't even show up. They can't even be here. Don't even know. A window? Yeah, but like, what if the window is too much? What about a Linux? You give them, instead of giving them a window, you give them a Mac. I don't know. I don't feel like it. It's too much effort planning things. Imagine planning things in advance. I don't know how VTubers do it. Like streamers in general. They make schedules like at the start of every week. And I'm like, what the heck? You're actually choosing the games you play before the week? A 2D creature with 2D eyes were to see a 3D creature. Alright, there's a thing called like Flatlanders. It is a way to conceptualize different dimensions and how we see them. Every streamer is notoriously unreliable. It is true. Except me. Think of reliable streamers. I'm one of them. Okay? I'm streaming at the same time pretty much like almost every day. Because my life is very structured. It's always been very structured. Only thing you can rely on is streamers being unreliable. Sometimes. Some of them. Not me, though. I'm just built different. Choco usually pushes her collabs into Saturday. Yeah, she'll stream at different hours if she's doing a collab. I think that's cool. 5 p.m. Eastern. Not even 5:01. Very rarely is it at 5:01. It's never at 4:59. Pretty much exactly, not exactly at 5. But before 5:01. $40. Imagine having 4 dimensions. Imagine existing. Anyone out there existing right now? I love to exist. Do I love to exist? I don't know. I don't know if I do. No, I do. It's fun. Imagine just not existing. You couldn't even imagine not existing. Because the thing is, even if you're dead, you do still exist. Right? Your body will still exist in the world. Maybe your consciousness won't, but you yourself still exist. Really says a lot, huh? Really says a lot about VTuber graduations. Exactly. Cole understands. She's still Pomu. She won't be Pomu of Nijisanji En, but she'll still be Pomu. She will exist somewhere. Yes, her own person. Whether as a streamer or not, we don't know. Decompose into particles that were formerly us. We're just stardust from the Big Bang Bazinga. Did you all see the tweet that explained why Sheldon says Bazinga? Apparently there was a thing in like Young Sheldon where he saw a sign that was like, if it's funny, it's a Bazinga. Why did they do that? They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna explain why he says Bazinga. That's the reason. There's like a brand of toy company named Bazinga in their universe. And there was a sign that was just like, if it's funny, it's Bazinga. And he's like, oh, if it's funny, it's gotta be Bazinga. So whenever he sees something funny, he just says Bazinga. Whenever he says something he thinks is funny, he says Bazinga. I don't know. Why do that? Why even? We will never understand their genius. Can't imagine a 4D being, but I can imagine what it would be like to exist in a 4D world. So true. Sometimes you see something, it lives rent-free in your head for the rest of your life. It's also true. Like, you think about how a lot of people make references to, like, Seinfeld or, like, SpongeBob or, like, I don't know, just random media that they've seen in their life. It's kind of like what Bazinga is. Well, wasn't the real Bazinga the fun we had along the way. Exactly. So he's not so different. Young Sheldon is all of us. Whether you like it or not. Okay? It's true. It's real. Okay, we've drawn 4 frames, and by we I mean I've drawn 4 frames. I don't know, maybe you've also drawn 4 frames. But I definitely have drawn 4 frames. You have drawn a blank. You have drawn a blank tile in Mahjong. Drawn in reality. Alright, this frame. You know, sometimes when I draw Pomu, I forget to draw these things. The part of the hair that comes out from here. Like this thing right there. Sometimes I forget to draw it. And then I think I'm done, and then I go back to it, and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to draw that thing. And then I have to spend a lot more time drawing it in. I feel like if I left it out, people wouldn't even notice. They wouldn't be like, actually, you didn't draw Pomu's, the hair that comes from there. Oh, you didn't draw this part. Not even accurate. Styler said, I was drawing Pomu, but got distracted with Puzzle League and 4D math. That's neat. I was drawing Japanese characters in 4 boxes. Start writing. 4 boxes? For school? Were you studying? Writing text in boxes. On graph paper. Edible mahjong tile. Tofu for yourself? That's cool. Oops. Isn't this music so good though? Loop soundtrack, goated. Welcome, Mooney. Welcome, Debug. I watched 3 Mahjong streams this last week. Who's out there streaming Mahjong? The lines have a lot of personality. They're very wiggly. They're extremely, like, not consistent. But you know, that is personality. You are so good. Thank you, Nano Dan. Wait, I just noticed the chat doesn't show the the badges anymore. Where's the sub badges? Where's the verified mode? What's going on? Stream elements? I can't believe this. Everything's broken. Every single one had an instance of mentioning eating tiles. We're all equals here? No. See, you don't even have your first, what is that thing called? Your founder's badge. People here don't even know. People in the YouTube chat who are definitely out there watching. There's definitely at least one person watching on YouTube. Actually, maybe not. Sometimes there's sometimes there's none. Who's even found it? You got this badge? We don't even know. We don't even know what it is. Welcome, wow, the Ia. See, actually, I should turn that off because I don't like how they poke out sometimes. The stuff. The founder. Everyone here's a founder today. How many watching on YouTube today? It's usually between 0 and 4. Let me check. There are 5. Holy frick, there's 5 people watching. It's because there's Pomu. Everyone knows Pomu. They're like, oh frick, I know Pomu. And then they show up. But usually between 0 and 5 viewers on YouTube. I don't really know why they're watching on YouTube. Yeah, I dual stream. I have chat disabled on YouTube because I don't want to manage 2 chats. So there's just a message that's just like, if you want to chat, go on Twitch. And they don't. I don't think they go on Twitch. Yeah, in stream, there's no badges. Alright, we have many frames. We've drawn 4 frames. Maybe I can draw a 5th frame today. Welcome, Scufford. I saw this from YouTube and clicked the link here. Yo, let's go. You can make a bot that posts comments from YouTube chat into this one. Yeah, but I don't really want to do that. That's more effort that I'm willing to put in. Gatekeeping and advertising. I think the main reason why I do it is because it's more convenient to dual stream, so the VOD is there immediately. Because like when I export the VOD from Twitch to YouTube, you know, it takes some time. And also like the first 5 minutes of the video are just the waiting room. Whereas when I stream on YouTube and Twitch, I only start the YouTube stream right before I'm about to exit the waiting room. So the VOD immediately goes straight into the actual content. And you know, when you're watching like a big VTuber, they always have people in the comments being like, they post timestamps of when the actual stream starts. But no one's doing that for me. I don't have enough people that care to comment stuff like that. So if anyone's watching the VOD, they have to be like, oh, I don't know when the stream starts. I have to like guess. I have to hover over the video. Also, I just realized that the stream has not actually been streaming. The thing has disconnected. The stream, it keeps disconnecting. You don't even see what I've been drawing. Nothing. I've not been drawing anything. Yeah, cutting off the loading screen. You get to miss all the cool stuff we talk about. Like nothing. Like no one says anything. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, instead of exporting the VOD. But I don't know what the quality is like. Like, maybe because I uploaded... Maybe because, like, I'm dual streaming. The VOD might be lower quality than it was if I just exported from Twitch. I don't know. But no one's really watching the VOD. No, there are people that watch the VOD. It's higher quality, is it though? Maybe. Every time I dual stream on YouTube though, it says like, your bitrate is higher than what we recommend. And I'm like, what? I'm only streaming at like 6K bitrate. It says like, we suggest you lower it to like 2500. Twitch has lower bitrate? Oh, what? I don't know. But also, one thing, like, if you're dual streaming from Twitch onto YouTube, I think Twitch is the only one of the two that has, like, the thing where you can choose to listen to music that doesn't exist in the VOD. Right, Twitch VODs have a thing where if you stream audio on a specific track, it doesn't exist in the VOD. So you can listen to copyrighted content. I mean, like, I know I don't do it, but some other people do. And so if you're dual streaming, I don't think you can do that. it'll go on YouTube, and then your channel will be immediately deleted. Twitch always dislikes what I do with my 6K bitrate. What? It's been fine for me. You have to do... Wait, does YouTube have the same thing? I didn't know. It's a setting in OBS. But I thought it was Twitch specific. I guess maybe I should look into it. You set your audio bitrate to 320. What is the default? Isn't it like 192? Something like that. 160? I don't know. I personally can't really tell the quality difference. Like when I listen to a compressed audio file and then I listen to like the raw FLAC file, I can't tell the difference. You kind of need like a really good setup to really understand, and I don't have that. And I would assume most people also don't have that. It probably matters for ASMR though, right? Probably the ASMR streamers, they probably have their bitrate higher. For not their bitrate, for their audio. Maybe. I guess it would make sense. But me, I don't even watch. Would I do ASMR? No. Dude, I don't enjoy ASMR. I don't think I would do it either. Also, it just disconnected again. This freaking software just doesn't work. That surprises me. That I don't like ASMR. Welcome, Gravion? I don't know. I just think ASMR is uncomfortable. Like, people talk about how ASMR gives the tingles. And like, I do get that. But also, like, I get it and I don't like it. There's people that are like, I don't understand ASMR. I don't get the tingles. But I get it and I'm like, why do I do not enjoy this? You were so chill, I thought maybe you liked ASMR. No. Not at all. Yeah, right, they're so uncomfortable. You get the nails on a chalkboard type of tingle. Exactly. I like ambient noise, yeah. Like rain sounds, those are nice. But like the ASMR where like someone's going up to the mic and like just like touching stuff. Like I cannot stand whispering. Every time someone whispers on stream, I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying. I don't know what I don't know what you're saying. The only person I know who listens to this music in FLAC will sometimes be insufferable because they'd complain about audio a bunch, but no one would notice what's wrong, so they look like a crazy person. Exactly. I don't enjoy whispering either. Yeah, like whispering is also like bad for you, right? As the person whispering, it's like really bad for your throat. You'd be surprised at how little PCs struggle with encoding x24 at 6K bitrate. Medium. Is it? Yeah, it is. Apparently it's like, it's harsher on your throat. It's better to just talk softly. Whispering is just like, it's not good. Yeah, apparently. You could look it up. There's information available online. It's not that bad. Well, I don't know. Unless you're still talking about encoding. I think you're still talking about encoding. No wonder it dries my throat out. Are you whispering like all the time? I don't even remember the last time I whispered something. Don't even know. Encoding. They're coding things. You did yesterday for no reason? What the? People out here be doing things for no reason. Time to break the streak of whispering? No. If you live with roommates and you want to be a good roommate, to whisper? You don't need to whisper, you can just talk quietly though. Never thought about it, but I guess it's kind of weird. You'll just open OBS, turn on the mic feedback, and whisper into the mic. What the heck? What the heck? Whisper instead of screaming. I mean, I guess it is better than screaming. Actually, is it? Is whispering better than screaming? Is there like a study that's like, actually whispering is worse for you than screaming really loud? We just don't know. I mean, it's better for your neighbors, I guess. Better to whisper than to scream, and your neighbors will wake up. But it's worse for you. For you, the whisperer. The wisp. Definitely, yeah, I guess it hurts the viewers as well. You can hear those whisper actors because their mic is boosted like crazy. And there's like, there's post-production on the audio. Not sure if it counts, but there was a study that showed people had better pain tolerance if they could yell or something. Oh. I do not yell. I do not remember the last time I yelled. I don't know if I'm even capable of yelling. I feel like if I tried, I would... I don't know. I can't even do it. I don't even raise my voice. Oops. Alright, so this... there. This is here. It's gotta be right there. And then there. We're almost done. I'm gonna finish this frame and then that'll be it for today. Soon. This goes there. What was whispering again? I think it's making aspirated sounds rather than making use of the vocal folds. I don't know. Sounds. Sounds are complicated. Imagine being a sound engineer. Imagine making sounds. Creating sounds. They write sound software. No, I feel like sound engineers, aren't they like mixing audio and stuff like that? I don't think they're writing the software. We're talking about sound. It's a joke. It's a joke about soundness. Have I seen an X-ray of someone talking? I have not. I know an audio engineer's reason that they became one was that they can play whatever they want during sound testing. But then what do they play? Do they play VTuber stuff? Actually, I know someone who's in charge of like esports events and stuff like that, like the audio and streaming setup stuff. And sometimes he'll be like in a big auditorium and he'll play anime on it to test. He'll play some Aikatsu. I think that's cool. It's neat. Alright, we are almost done. Okay, but what are they playing? Are they playing... I don't know. Are they playing memes? Are they playing City Pop? Oh, that's also cool. That city do be poppin' though. Okay, we got this one. I probably should have animated the wings a bit more. Whatever, it's fine. You play aggressive. Is there aggressive elevator music? You think there's like, when you think of music, there's like, when you think of specific genres, there's usually like certain artists that are popular in that genre. Like you think of classical music, you think of like Bach or whatever. Think of, I don't know, is that classical? Is that Baroque? I don't know. But like, is there like a specific person who is known for like elevator music? You're like, this person pioneered the elevator music industry. Ever since they were on the scene, it's never been the same. Is there even such a thing? Are people proud of it? Probably. Ginger Root self-claims as aggressive elevator music. You think there's like... I don't know. You think there's like elevator music concerts? People like out there listening to elevator music. Also, welcome Yoruzu. Is Bossa Nova? Oh shoot. I didn't know. Bossa Nova. I don't really even know what Bossa Nova is. I guess it's elevator music. I guess that would be... Yeah. Okay. I'd be interested in an elevator music concert mix. Elevator music rap. Elevator... Just out there elevating. That's the fellow who listens to Flag? That's the guy? Can't believe it. They were talking about you. Oh, NanoDan was talking about you. I was talking about how I can't tell the difference. It all sounds the same to me. Alright, we're done. We're done for today. I will finish this off stream. Also, I just realized you have not been seeing what I've been drawing for the past like 5 minutes probably. There you go. Here is today's progress. There it is. Good times. It shows up a bit choppy on stream, but on my iPad it looks a bit cleaner. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Let's see what day it is. Find someone to raid. Alright, it is National Fig Newton Day. Appreciate a Dragon Day. Dragon D's. got them. Book Publishers Day, Hot and Spicy Food Day, Boston Day, Good Teen Day, Printing Ink Day, Rid the World of Fad Diets and Gimmicks Day, Printing Ink Day, Nothing Day. We could do that one. National Nothing Day raid. Without a scalpel day. What? Okay, let's see who's streaming though. Who is out there on twitch.tv that I can raid? Many people streaming things. Nothing there. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Who, what about this guy? What's this guy doing? This guy. It's loading kind of slow for me. Okay, let's read Nabunan. Streaming some Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. National Nothing Day. The raid is being created as we speak. Thank you for watching. What the frick? 54 viewers? Yeah, everyone loves Pomu, huh? But thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with some VR fishing. Pomu will not be involved. Okay, so anyone who's here for Pomu, she's not gonna be, I'm not gonna be drawing Pomu tomorrow. But Thursday we got some Dark Souls 1 randomizer. Friday we got some Picross, and then Saturday is the 3-year anniversary stream. Technically my anniversary is on Friday, but I will not celebrate it on Friday. I will celebrate it on Saturday. Okay. We love Wolfie streams as why. What the? That's cool. That's cool. Thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. For chatting, for watching. I will now wait for the raid to go. The raid is going. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.